Now we come to the third issue that the Prime Minister took up in his Mann Ki Baat this morning, which is about farmers. And I join the Prime Minister in thanking and congratulating our farmers for producing a record 270 million ton food grade production. Which is nothing extraordinary, let me put it very clearly. It's part of the overall process of continuous growth on a year-to-year basis. And this time there was a good monsoon, so he worked out. What we need to ask the Prime Minister, and these are very serious questions, I think they go beyond politics, is what is our government doing for this community of producers who are actually in the deepest trouble. Fertilizer rates are going up, MSP rates have not kept pace. Even though the Prime Minister, when he came, in fact when he was campaigning, had said that he will give 50% over and above the normal costs. Actually, the rate of increase of minimum support price is even much less than what the Congress did. The very government that the Prime Minister claims actually did nothing. Congress on a year-to-year basis in the last 10 years of UPA did an 8 to 10% increase on MSP every year. Mr. Modi is doing only 5 to 6%. Now, do we really think this is justified? At a time when internationally prices are in trouble, fertilizer rates have gone up 30 to 40%, seed production is in serious trouble, agricultural implement rates are going on, power prices across India are going up, and there is a squeeze or a water stress everywhere. I think even a 30-40% increase in MSP is not sufficient, and our government lands up at a 5 to 6% increase, and I think that is the crux where the government has failed its people. There were some other schemes that the Prime Minister announced. I must share with you, actually I was very happy with one of them, especially the giving water to every farm. Rather than what Manmohan Singh and others did, which is the general expansion of the irrigation infrastructure, where under command areas, under irrigation projects, under new schemes, under medium irrigation projects, areas where existing or new projects could come up in terms of water conservation and surface water release, irrigation would go up. I thought this Prime Minister would actually do something even in dry lands, even in farms where this kind of irrigated water through canal and others couldn't come. But that scheme is just nowhere around. I don't know what's happened. I haven't heard of anything happening. And look, if nothing else, the Prime Minister is very good in advertising whatever he does, little or otherwise. So if something would have happened, we would have seen at least 100 advertisements about the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Yojana or whatever he calls it. And not a single example still. Not a single example still with regard to the other initiatives he had announced. He had said soil cards will be given to every farm. Where are those soil cards? Actually, soil cards is a great initiative. Of course, a lot has been happening, much has happened, but Prime Minister thought he will, put it across everything. Rather than, these toilets that he's creating everywhere. Incidentally, almost 70 to 80% of which are actually lying closed. Even if he wants to go to any village clandestinely and just take a look, you will find. I think if soil cards had come up, if irrigation in every farm had come up, everybody would have actually saluted this Prime Minister. But the problem, I think, with Mr. Modi in terms of irrigation, agriculture is, I don't think he or his government really know what's happening. There is a squeeze in terms of prices, there is a squeeze in terms of expenses of inputs going up. Even the other scheme that the Prime Minister said of organic farming, what is really happening? Are we actually creating infrastructure for organic manure? Are we really trying to do something with the vast bovine population that we have? Even if our cattle population does not give adequate milk, it was good for cow dung and cow urine, which could be converted into fairly meaningful forms of organic manure. Is government systematically, institutionally doing something about it? Apart from these so-called Gorakshaks making havoc everywhere and earning money through blackmail, are they really doing something for our cows? Are they really doing something? Even if it's not just for breed preservation. Let's just take it for organic farming. Are they actually doing something about it? And Prime Minister, actually, if you land up doing something about it, perhaps somewhere it will make a very good beginning. Your KCC, Kisan credit card limits are not going up. Your insurance schemes are failing. What I would say is, this is an area, Prime Minister, leave everything apart. Concentrate here, because this is not a matter of just votes. This is not a matter of just India's politics. This is a matter of the core of Indian civilization, core of our culture, core of our people, core of our existence. Working for India's farmers and India's agriculture is truly the greatest work you can do for this nation. Don't let them down. Don't let the farmer down. Don't let the nation down. Thank you.